Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to go over our Forex trades for today, Tuesday, February 17th. We didn't look to trade yesterday during the day as the banks were closed here in the States, and the banks make up the major volume in the markets in the New York session, so we stayed out. Greece talks, the talks in Greece or about Greece broke down yesterday without any agreement. Crazy to get the guy from Greece. I don't remember his name right now, but he basically walks away from negotiations early. Not that they had a time limit when they were going to break up the meeting yesterday. He left early, saying he was just disgusted with the demands from the EU. But then the next sentence he says he'll do anything that's necessary to have a deal. So to me, it sounds like he's playing games, trying to negotiate. This is his way of negotiating, obviously. It didn't really impact the markets here at all in the States on the equity side of things. Didn't really impact Forex markets. This looks like it's going to go all the way to the deadline of, I think it's the 27th or 28th of February. And they'll probably strike a deal right at the end or something, or they pull out. Odds are, from what we're reading, odds are it's 50-50 that Greece leaves the euro. To be honest with you, I don't know how much it really impacts. The biggest impact will be is if they default on their debt. It could start a contagion around Europe, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll get to our trades. We had a busy last night. We did get started last night and this morning. 5 trades. They were all full position trades. We'll go over them here in no particular order. There is one that the US dollar, Singapore dollar, for some reason we're not getting quotes right now on the charting, so we just kind of threw in what we did, and you'll see that on one of the charts. Anyway, Australian dollar, Japanese yen. We were long this 92.135. I mean, look at this, what we did. It was a scalp trade. We pick up 1.2 pips. At first, it looked like we made the right move because for about an hour here, it was trying to pull in, and then it just rocketed up. We would have held on longer, but one of the problems is we had this big down and this big move up. You can see the big long tail here. This was from the meeting minutes from the Royal Bank of Australia. So it felt like by the time we got our signal to buy it felt like we were chasing it way up here. So we just looked to grab whatever we could. Unfortunately, we were dead wrong. Obviously, you can see how this thing ran. An hour later, it's up 20 pips higher from where we sold it, and then overnight it just took off. Euro yen, we were long this 134.531, picked up 16.9 pips. Looked like it was going to come to an area that might, act as a resistance, which it did for. This is 30-minute charts, so which it did for quite a few hours, and then early this morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, it started to take off. So good trade. Not going to complain about that one too much. Pound US dollar. Okay, and this is the US dollar, Singapore dollar. Like I said, we're not getting quotes right now on it for whatever reason. I don't know. So we just threw it in here. We were long this US dollar, Singapore dollar, 1.35717. And we got stopped at 1.35578. We lost 13.9 pips on that one. The chart here is the pound to US dollar. We were short this 1.53665, and we covered 1.53510, picked up 15.5 pips. Those two trades almost canceled each other out, unfortunately. Again, it looked like we were covering right around that half figure, which was acting as support, which it did for about an hour and a half or so, and then finally broke down earlier this morning. But not too bad of a trade on that one. And then New Zealand dollar, US dollar is the last one we have to go over. We got short this 0.75432, picked up 6.1 pips, as you can see there, and it started to pull in harder after we got out. Probably got out of that a little too early. It never really went against us, maybe by a couple of pips. We do have a couple positions on. Let's see, we have a full scalp on Australian dollar, US dollar, which is on right now. We're down on that about 12 pips. And we have a swing/scalp trade, pound to US dollar. It's only about 20% of our normal size. We were down on that. We're actually up now. Well, I shouldn't say that. We're about flat. We were down about 7 or 8 pips, adjusted for size. We're now about, we'll call it flat. We're up very little, but we'll call that flat. So that's it. Wrap it up. 5 trades, 25.8 pips. Not so bad. Unfortunately, we're in one that we're losing on right now, but we'll see what happens with that. We have our stop in place. We'll be looking to trade again later tonight and tomorrow. If any signals come out, they'll be coming your way. And if you're trading now, good luck. We'll be back tomorrow.